Hey everybody, Cody Erickson here again from Edmonton Kubota. Today I'm here to talk to you guys and show you a little bit about our LX series tractors that Kubota came out with about a year and a half ago now. So they have a couple different configurations: open station, cab version, which is behind me. This one's actually for a customer. We're taking a quick video before it gets delivered because it's got the nice setup with the backhoe and the loader already on it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe, like, share, comment for you. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a walk around on the LX 3310 here, everybody. So again, this is probably my favorite tractor right now that Kubota makes. It's the one that I'm gonna be purchasing here in a couple years when I'm ready. It is a big step up from my BX 1880, but you know, a little cold up here in Canada. It'd be nice to have a cab with some heat and an AC in the summertime. So this one, we have the industrial tires on there. Pretty much the most common one. The reason we put industrial tires on this unit for the customers, they are going to be mowing with it. These are a little bit less aggressive than our new R14 tires that are a little bit more aggressive. And if you're mowing the lawn, then obviously you don't want to damage that too much. So that's what this bracket up here is for. So that's where the mower is going to connect. So this one obviously also has a mid PTO on it. So your loader model number, the LA 535. The 535 is an indicator. That's your kg capacity. So you're just under 1,200 pound capacity. That is measured from the pin. So just in case you buy this tractor, you got a bucket on there and you can't lift 1,200 pounds, well, it's because you're obviously, the more you go out, the less you can lift. So that's going to change your capacity. But that's why they do it from the pin, just to give you a true indication of what your total capacity is with that loader. So, and then you add the bucket and your attachment and then the weight that you're putting on there. Also, if you notice, pretty much every single tractor we sell now, we put on the skid steer adapter. So any skid steer attachment will work on here. It is universal, although it's also, you have to make sure it's not too heavy for the tractor. We'll go alongside. I didn't point out the oil filter. We'll just go back here quickly. So there's your oil filter right there. You can see we have our PDI marker on there. So to lift this hood, you do have to pull the hood guard up a little bit. It's just a spring pin right here that will release it. You can pull that ahead to lift the loader up. We got a nice little arm there to hold the hood up for us. Couple screens right in front of your cooler, then another one right in front of your radiator. Obviously that's just to keep, especially if you're mowing, poplar fuzz, stuff like that gets caught up in here. If it does overheat because of that, usually it's not warrantable. So that's definitely something you want to check all the time, especially if you're mowing. Battery's in a nice convenient spot. It's right out front, easy to access in case you have to recharge it or if you have to remove it and replace it. So air filter right here. There's your DPF filter. This is a common rail system, as I believe I said before, so a way better engine. This thing is, it's a beautiful running engine. I think you guys heard it on the video there earlier. So this one, cab also features mirrors, LED headlights now. There's also lights on the back. I'll show you guys those in a second. Your transmission filters right there. Just go underneath here, because this is one thing that a lot of companies don't do, but if you look at these steel lines, those are for the loader valve. So on a lot of other or competitors' tractors, you look underneath and you usually see stuff hanging down. Kubota is very good with keeping the underbelly very clean and tidy, so there's not stuff hanging down that can get damaged by sticks or rocks or things like that. So it's a very nice thing that they focus on. Let's run around to the back here. You can kind of see the back of the cab. So If you can see those lines in there as I move up, that's your rear window defroster. Usually it's an option on some of our competitors. So front and rear wiper on this machine, and there's the rear LED lights. Sunlight's in our way there, so it's a little hard to see. So obviously we have the backhoe on this as well. This is a really nice package for us to show you guys. So that's why we're doing this in a hurry before it gets delivered here today. So this one actually has the thumb on it. So it's a mechanical thumb. So what you have to do, take the pin out, move this down, pin it right there, and then that's your working position. And basically you're just going to use the bucket to grab against the thumb. So if you have to move trees, debris, stuff like that, grabbing rocks, makes it a lot simpler. Backhoe is very easy to take on and off. Kind of try and show you here if I can get in there to see. So there's 2 pins, one right there, one right there. That's your 2 main pins. And then see that right in the bottom, if I can put my finger right there. So that's your cradle. That's where it sits in and rests. So basically what you do, you put the outriggers down, the bucket on the ground, and you use your bucket hydraulics to maneuver it to take the pressure off the top pins. You'll pull those out. After you do that, you're going to use the bucket to just kind of rock it out of that cradle, drive ahead a little bit, and then disconnect your hoses, and you're done. So very simple to do. I just don't have enough time to show you guys right now, so we're just quickly trying to do this before it gets delivered. Anyway, here's the seat. All you do, pull the lever, put it down, it's in place. So, and then nice operator platform here to work with. It's a very nice tractor overall. I can't say this enough, but it's definitely my favorite tractor that we sell right now at Kubota. I've got a good friend that bought one from me last fall, and he absolutely loves it. Okay, so we're just in the cab of the LX3310. We'll show you guys some stuff in here. Obviously the engine's running, it's very quiet in here. I'm pretty sure you can hear that on the video. This one, heat and AC right now, it's about 23 degrees Celsius outside for our American friends. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, so but it's pretty warm. It's not too bad. So anyway, I'll just point the camera down here. Hopefully you can see the dash. We have a tilt steering feature on here, an LCD display, so it'll read out your fuel, your heat, your RPM, your hours. It also will give you some warnings for temperature and if you're having any problems with your engine or so forth. So your PTO switches up here, your defrosters, all Kubota products with a cab come with a rear defroster on them. You also have a power port on here, lights. As we look outside on the cab, you'll notice that it's got all LED lights now on it this year, or with this model, so that's great. Also, both doors open. You can kind of hear, there's the noise outside. There's it with the cab closed. So also there's a little spot up here if you want to put your cell phone or device, whatever you may have. Also this has three range hydrostatic in it. It's on the other side. We'll show you a picture of that later. Your joystick control, you can lock that out here if you're taking your loader off. If you notice I've done the video, I reached out of this door to take the loader off. Good idea just to lock that so that you don't bump it, because obviously you might have an issue if you're trying to do it from the cab. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed that video on the LX3310. I like doing it because I really love this tractor, as you probably haven't caught on to that yet. But anyway, I love this tractor. A couple things I wanted to hit on though. I know a lot of our competitors, sometimes we hear this from our customers, by the way, misinform potential customers of ours about our parts availability and that it's not that good. Well, I can assure you, even the customers that have bought from us know now how good it is. If you order a part 1 o'clock today, it's going to be here tomorrow morning, depending on the weather. But we have a 97% fill rate out of Markham, Ontario. In case you don't know already, also Kubota has built a brand new massive facility. We'll go into detail later on when they introduce or they let everybody know about this, but they're moving into it October 1st, so we're pretty excited about that. We're hoping that's going to really increase the availability of some stuff, especially stuff that's delayed with COVID, which is another thing I just want to touch on. One thing is that, or another thing with our parts, is that Kubota doesn't have to rely on outside providers for many of their components because they make them in-house. So if that company that we're relying on components from, for example, goes out of business, you know, then you got to find somebody else to get that component for you. Well, Kubota doesn't. They make everything in-house. Shouldn't say everything. 95% of what goes on their tractors are actually built by Kubota. So that also means that, to me anyway, that's what makes a Kubota so reliable, because everything's designed to work with each other instead of having a drive shaft made by some company, a transmission made by another company, and an engine made by another company. As you can understand, they're not designed to work together necessarily. They may work, they may be fine, but they're not made by the same company. So I think that's one feather in our cap that we really like to talk about here. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. You know, subscribe, like, share, comment. Love everybody's comments. Keep them coming. I'll try and answer as many as I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for tuning in.